Welcome to Crypto Corner, today's top crypto news. Elon Musk mentions Bitcoin for the first time in 4 years. Twitter goes uber bullish as a result. BNB tops all chains for most active addresses in the past week. Unrelated to that, CZ is hinting on a possible UAE golden visas for BNB holders. This comes on the back of similar announcement by Open Network just days ago for TON token holders. A new decentralized messaging app is launched by Jack Dorsey, and major banks worldwide are entering the stablecoin sector, with several reports from South Korea, Hong Kong and even the US all filing applications for issuance of stablecoins. As I said in my newsletter just a week ago, stablecoins will take center stage over the coming months, and this is only the beginning. And there is more news to discuss, so let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host OJ, crypto investor and analyst since 2016. Today my X feed was full of bullish sentiment, and it's justified. The market is trending up and Bitcoin is very close to its all-time high. Yesterday's weekly close above the 108,000 mark was crucial, as it confirmed support and paves the way to new all-time high, possibly even as soon as this week. And Elon Musk is also adding some hype to the mix with this tweet, which is being reposted over 4,000 times. It's a response to the question if his newly formed political party will embrace Bitcoin, and his stance is that fiat is hopeless. So obviously, well, I don't know if Elon Musk still has a lot of influence over the general public, but to his fan base, he's still the man. So I guess that's something. Overall, the sentiment has shifted now to uber bullish once again, and out season is on everyone's lips, or at least tweets. I'm also relocating capital into alts now, as I see Bitcoin's dominance flatlining and showing some signs of topping out. And on that note, a new Memecoin is getting a lot of buzz right now. I'm seeing a lot of hype building up on Pepe meme. And I'm not talking about the old Pepe, the one that is built on Ethereum. This one is built on Solana. Do you remember 2023? Remember how Pepe on Ethereum turned a humble $2,000 investment into $43 million? Yes, indeed. In this article here, Cointelegraph actually reports on this, and meme coins do these kind of crazy returns all the time. By the way, here's Pepe last year's performance, over 4,000% gains. This is the Pepe on Ethereum. And here we have Pepe meme on Solana. It's like Pepe on ETH, but better. We all know that this cycle is all about Solana. Solana took up all the focus from Ethereum, and many Solana-based meme coins made crazy returns in the last couple of years. Some did 1000x, some did 10,000x. So the potential of Pepe meme is gigantic. What's even more impressive is their X account now has more followers than Pepe on Ethereum. And that's because, again, this cycle is all about Solana tokens. 3.3 million followers compared to under 1 million followers on Pepe on ETH. Not bad at all. And of course, there's many degens in their followers, but not only. I'm seeing some big names like Peter McCormack. Box Mining is also here. DZ, who I'm following too. So this gives me even more confidence. I always look at these things, because if there are some well-known accounts that support this token, the chances are their followers will also get on board. And this is how the community and the popularity of the token grows. All good. You can jump into their pre-sale with my link down below. This will run out soon, so waste no time. From what I'm seeing, they've already managed to get $3.7 million in pre-sales, and they collected this in a very short time. So what I'm saying is the pre-sale will close soon. Make sure to use the link that I dropped down before the window closes. And you can also join airdrops using their Telegram bot and their Telegram channel. All links are in the description for you. In other news, Standard Chartered is predicting Bitcoin's run to continue upwards, hitting 135,000 in the second half of this year and even touching $200,000 by the end of December this year. That's another 82% increase from today's price. Too bold? I think it's not impossible, although I'm a little more conservative. I'd say around 150, 160k at best. Let me know, what is your figure, higher or lower? Drop a comment below. Let me see what you guys think. They based their prediction on increased institutional interest in Bitcoin, more friendly US regulations of the crypto sector as a whole, and the possibility of government Bitcoin reserves in several countries around the world. According to their projection, Bitcoin's price will hit 300,000 next year and 500,000 by 2028. But weirdly, there is no projection here of a bear market. There is no 80% correction. Typically we should have at least 1 year after a bull cycle where prices go down for the entire year and we actually close the year on a negative. Not a negative, but lower than the previous year. I'm not really seeing that, and that's the thing. Most of the projections that I've seen over the years, over the last 10 years since I'm in this space, most people are projecting increase year after year after year, and that's not the reality. We still have the 4-year cycles. This could change, but up until now we've seen that we always have a 3-year increase and 1-year decrease. So at some point we'll have to see a decrease, but according to their projection that I'm looking at here, it's only going upwards. 2026 is 300k, 2027 400k, 2028 500k. So what, every year Bitcoin is just going to be adding 100,000? So we're not going to see it double in 1 year, which is what we've seen over the course of last year, what they're projecting for this year. So this year Bitcoin is going to double, but then it's going to be adding just 100k every next year. Doesn't quite make sense, but by the end of 2028 they're expecting Bitcoin to hit $500,000, and interestingly 2029, the next year, will be staying at around the same price. So maybe this is their idea of a bear cycle. Not quite my idea. They also make a projection for Solana, which is much more conservative than Bitcoin's projection. Solana right now, 2025 actually, they say 275. Currently Solana is 150, but that is not its all-time high. Solana used to be much higher than that. So I personally feel that Solana could easily double this year and go to 300. They say next year 310. Very, very conservative here. 2027 350. So what, between 2026 and 2027 Solana is going to add $40, which is like 10%. At 310 is 15%, something around that. So this is the whole increase for a whole year, and at the same time Bitcoin is adding 100k from 300 to 400k. That means that Bitcoin will severely outperform Solana. And I agree that in the long term, Bitcoin outperforms everything. So in the long term, yes, Bitcoin should outperform Solana, but I don't really see Solana going by 15% increase for a whole year. That just does, and while at the same time Bitcoin is increasing from 300 to 400k, so that's like 30% increase, and Solana is going to make like a 10-12% increase. Nah, that doesn't make sense. But anyways, my projection is that Solana should be going to 300, maybe even 350 by the end of this cycle. So we'll see. Anyway, moving on to Jack Dorsey, the creator of Twitter, who is now the CEO of the block. He's launching a decentralized messaging app that uses Bluetooth mesh networks for encrypted offline communications. It's called BitChat, and it's a peer-to-peer type of platform for direct communication without even internet. According to the white paper, BitChat operates through Bluetooth low-energy mesh networks. The system enables encrypted communications without relying on internet infrastructure, making it resistant to network outages or censorship, which sounds great at first, but then I'm thinking, isn't that going to be ideal for scammers? But there's a limitation. The system uses a Bluetooth range of 30 meters, so the system is actually designed for various scenarios such as conferences, protests, disaster-stricken areas, or any situation where internet infrastructure is unavailable, unreliable, or untrustworthy. So in that sense, it's not exactly your typical messaging platform. It's got a much more specific use and much bigger limitations. So in other words, it's not going to kill Telegram or WhatsApp or any of those. Also in the news today is CZ of Binance in connection to UAE golden visas. First, on Saturday, the Open Network announced that applicants interested in relocating to the United Arab Emirates can obtain a golden visa valid for 10 years by investing upwards of $100,000 in Toncoin for at least 3 years, plus a fiat fee of $35,000. CZ seems to be interested in the idea, hinting on a possible rollout of this for BNB holders, but at this point it's all up in the air and he's questioning the legitimacy of this, so I guess we'll have to follow up on this one later. And lastly, Hong Kong and South Korea are making steps towards issuing stablecoin licenses, which is a topic I touched on in my latest crypto newsletter at the start of this month. I see central banks and some governments starting to focus on stablecoins more than CBDCs, since the attitudes towards CBDCs aren't very favorable, so moving into stablecoins instead kind of makes it seem like a lesser evil, and that's true. But some of these stablecoins will be CBDCs in effect. It's inevitable. However, they are different in a sense that a CBDC would be the officially recognized legal tender, while a stablecoin would be more of a digital alternative to the legal tender, not entirely replacing it. I might be wrong, but only time will tell. And before I leave you, one more thing that I always remind you guys here is to take ownership of your crypto. Make sure to keep your crypto in cold wallets. I travel always with several cold wallets. This is Bitbox that I really like. I have OneKey, I have Decent here, I have Tangem as well. This is my Tangem ring, by the way, so you have all kinds of different formats of wallets, whether it's going to be like a credit card or the ring or these tiny little devices. It's up to you. My personal preference is to OneKey Pro or OneKey Classic, which is really thin and very light, and it's one of the cheapest wallets on the market. It really depends on how much you want to spend on it. OneKey Pro is probably one of the best devices right now out there, but if you want to spend less, you can get the cheaper OneKey Classic or OneKey Touch. Definitely, if you have even just $1,000 in crypto, make sure to really secure your cryptocurrencies, because too many people are still holding their crypto on exchanges, guys, and they get hacked all the time. I have actually a post on my blog that is dedicated to all the major hacks, guys. So many of them I've recorded over the years and they keep happening. Just at the beginning of this year in February, we had another major hack by BitExchange. This time it was $1.5 billion, one of the biggest hacks in crypto history. These things happen all the time. Do not just keep your coins on exchanges, especially if you're not going to be trading them this week or next week. Then move them out of the exchange, hold them in a crypto wallet. Most of these wallets these days are holding pretty much all of the altcoins. OneKey Pro is definitely having one of the biggest list of coins that you can hold there, and you can do all kinds of trading and token swaps and everything inside your wallet even. So if you need quickly to get rid of a token, you can swap it even inside the wallet on your app, on your mobile phone. So definitely at no point keeping your coins in a centralized exchange or in a custodial wallet. Why would you do that? Coinbase is one of the most popular custodial wallets. What do? Sometimes they freeze accounts and it takes people more than a year to be able to access their crypto. Sometimes you might actually receive crypto from someone else, and that happened to a friend of mine. They received crypto from someone else and it turns out this crypto was stolen. So the coins were marked, and there are ways to mark coins, even Bitcoin. And because these coins were marked as stolen, his account got frozen by Coinbase. And he had to go through all kinds of identification and proof, and try to prove that he didn't actually steal these coins, that the person who sent him these coins was not himself, because sometimes you can send coins to yourself from another wallet and you can pretend you received it from someone else, but it could actually be you. So he had to go through great lengths to actually prove that he was not the person who stole these coins to be able to unlock his account. It took him over a year. So you don't really want to be in that situation. Make sure to store your coins on your own cold wallet, and I do have a free PDF where I put all of the reviews of cold wallets that I've been using throughout the years, and I'm using around 12, I think at this point it's actually 13 of them. So I've got vast experience with cold wallets. I've done reviews on all of the best wallets on the market. Grab the free PDF, make sure to read the reviews and decide which is the best one for you. Whether it be OneKey or Tangem or Ledger or Trezor or any of them, it's really up to you, but make sure to put your coins into your own self-custodial storage. This is everything from me. Thanks for staying until the end of the video. While you're here, just pick another one and I'm gonna see you there.